Why does it feel like we haven't done this in a really long time? It's I don't know how long it's been, but it's the same schedule. I just feel like
we did it.
no, it was literally so long ago.
I don't remember.
It was like 3 weeks
What
ago.
even was that? I don't know. I don't know what it was.
We did our draft, or no, we did resolutions and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But we filmed it really, like, kind of early, I feel like. So it was like, I feel like we haven't done this in a while, so I'm like,
yeah.
ooh,
And let me tell you, I haven't done,
muscles.
Abby, I haven't done one morning or night of stretching. I'll say it. My resolution's not doing it.
So I have my, like, new, like, planner thing, so I can, like, track some of, like, the more, like, habits. I haven't done them every day, like, things I want to do, like, make my bed or, like, read.
You make your bed every day, what do you mean?
Yeah, I know, but it's fun to put it there so I can keep
Check
track
it
of it, so I can be like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth, wash my face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say, like,
Make
full night
breakfast.
routine, like my night routine, because I always want to be like, I don't want to wash my face, except I didn't wash my face last night.
Abby,
Well, it's fair because, thank you. See, it's one night. It's not gonna kill me.
It kills me. I get news at 3 maybe.
That's okay. I'm 1 year older than you, so I'm 1 year past the hormone stage.
Well, I've got hormones right now. I started my period this morning.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
actually,
I was about to say
TMI,
but I didn't know if, like, I wanted my viewers.
Was mine TMI?
No. I was about to say one that reminded me that you reminded me of, but I don't want to.
Okay.
It's like not enough people listen where I feel like it's like I almost need more people to listen.
Guys, listen in and then Abby will tell us her secrets.
Intimate. Like that I'm like, oh, it's like
because it's a small group of people.
Yeah.
It's like me and shout out Grace and Erla because I know you guys watch every single episode and they always text me about it.
Did you tell them about the
Earl Grace Landon? I did.
Sorry. That's so funny.
Inside joke. My friends Erla. I have a friend named Erla, a friend named Grace, and a friend named Landon. And one time I said their names all together, and it sounds like a little country name, Erla Grace Landon.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that sounds like in like a Little House on the Prairie book. Earl Grace Landon, you get in here right now, right this second.
What you said? You said, Earl Grace Landon, you get out of that tree.
It literally sounds like a main character.
It's so good. Anyway, shout out you guys. I love you guys. You guys are our biggest fans, I think.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You're all biggest fans.
Yeah.
We love everyone.
Yep. Anyway, so I won't share yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. Write that down. So, today's episode is going to be a little bit different.
It's,
kind of different. We want to do more discussion, topic-based episodes.
I feel like usually we just, like, shoot the shit. Bleep it. Shoot that. Jan. Okay.
Jan, get on that, Jan.
I'm sorry for saying that. But, like, and that's good, too, and we will keep doing that. But we also wanted to sprinkle in some, like, now we're chatting the ish about, like, one specific topic.
Yeah. More like we do have discussions, but yeah, commentary on a specific topic
that might be relevant to society today. This one certainly is.
Yeah. So, the topic is about influencing, consumerism, and that anything
and
else.
And
then some.
Just the whole, like, culture around it and how it affects us, like how it affects you as an individual and like and as a greater whole.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna talk about that today. We got some notes. We got some cute little notes. Look at my
He's at work today.
Look at my
don't tell my boss. I can't see it. Oh, that's so Little House on the Prairie coded.
This is so
Erla Grace Landon.
She is Erla Grace Landon.
Yes. This is
And also my last entry in this specific notebook was from May of 2021. And it
Oh
was
my
a
God.
packing list.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So I thought that was interesting. Anyway,
So
what do you want to start with? Where do you want to start?
we can. Do you want to start with consumerism and start with that, and then
Just anything that is the most interesting to you. Or
well, I have thoughts on all of our bullet points, but I have a definition. Guys, I literally wrote such good notes. I wrote a definition down. So,
listen, we're not like big planners. We're gonna come in and just wing it a little, but we did prep what we wanted to talk about. Yeah.
So, this is my consumerism definition for people who just want something explained a little bit more, but it's the idea that increasing the consumption of goods and services purchased in the market is always a desirable goal, and that a person's well-being and happiness depend fundamentally on obtaining goods and material possessions.
Yeah, so I think the most interesting but also scary thing and relevant thing is TikTok Shop is like huge right now, and I try to skip past any video with like that little link on it just because
me
I'm like
too.
I'm annoyed that you're selling to me right now because I feel like it's constant, like it's so constant. And like these apps, 'cause Instagram does it too. Although I don't utilize that feature ever on Instagram, like shop, like the
Oh, yeah.
and stuff.
Well, it's crazy. I realized that every 2 Instagram stories, there's 2 ads after. Like, I
don't
noticed it because I was
notice.
like, oh my God, I got so many ads. Well, you don't notice after a while because they're just there all the time. But if you watch 2 people's Instagram stories, there'll be an ad. I think 2 ads, and then it goes on, and then 2 more ads. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how much there are.
Yeah, and I think like with the literal like crack cocaine that is in TikTok already, like even without all of that in the beginning, it's like adding that in is like the perfect storm for like overconsumption. And like I feel like you wonder like why people like go buy things that they don't need or whatever, and it's literally because everyone's telling you to. Like you see it so many times that you're like you start to think like, oh, I need that, like I need that too.
TikTok especially is
oh my god, it's so bad.
It like heavily revolved around influencing and telling people to buy things and showing people what you got, and you love it. It's so cool. It's so cute. Like, it's like every video I see.
No,
I swear.
literally every right. Currently, my current one I keep getting is like the wavy like thermal brush. I don't know if you're getting that. It's like it's a round brush that's also like a hair dryer, like
oh yeah,
and it's like does blowouts and stuff.
Yes.
And I keep getting that one over and over and over, and I'm like, I do want it, but like I'm not gonna buy it, but I do want that, and it is on my Amazon list now.
Oh, okay, Abby.
I know.
It's okay.
I'm telling you,
I'm a victim. I'm a victim.
That's what I'm saying.
Of not TikTok Shop. I've never bought anything off TikTok Shop. But I'm just a victim of influence. I just am very easily influenced, and I'm sure a lot of people are, which is why it's like such a huge thing. But like, yeah, like I do have some overconsumption things.
So do I.
Like, my overconsumption examples were like Stanley Cups, which I've been seeing a lot recently.
Yeah.
Where like the Starbucks Stanley Cups, where people are like rushing into Target to get them, like just because the label or something has a heart. Like, I literally saw a TikTok today, and she was like, the cup does not even have a heart on it. It's just the label, and they will laminate the label. I saw that one. Yeah. And I was like, that is actually not necessary. Like, it's so funny that you're overbuying reusable water bottles. Like, that's the opposite point of getting a reusable water bottle, is to not waste, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then makeup products, and just like seeing people on TikTok open drawers, and they have like 50 blushes.
Yeah, I will be. And I was thinking about that because I am grateful I've never been a makeup girly because, like, I just use a product until it's ran out.
Yeah,
like
I do that now.
I use up my blush until it's gone.
Yeah.
And then on to the next, and maybe I try a new one or maybe not. I think, like, the only thing is lip products that I don't, because that can change.
Lip products are different.
Lip products are different.
I do overconsume those too, though. But it is, like, blush, like, I get, like, okay, it could be
when
different.
people have so many different concealers and mascaras, and it's like, it looks the same.
It does. Blush I get because it could be a different color. But also, it's like, you don't need you don't need a drawer full of this one makeup product. Like, the Rare Beauty blushes, like, those last forever. You don't need 10 of them.
Right. They really do last forever.
Like, why do you actually need a different shade of them for, like, your bare, like, anyways. But another thing is, like, books. Like, I overconsume books. And I do have an issue with that because, like, it's so easy to not. Like, it's so easy to go to the library or buy them on a Kindle, like, but yeah, I fall into that category.
I don't even think it's just, like, I mean, it is, like, also the physical product of, like, it's, you know, like, this many products being pumped out, like, cannot be good for our environment, especially with fashion. But I also think it's just, like, the money aspect. Like, people are buying things that they can't afford, or, like, you're buying things for, like, the illusion of status. Like, I'm trying to live this lifestyle that this influencer is living. And girl, I am not in that tax bracket. Like, I can't, like, I can't get, like, 50 Dior lip oils or, like, whatever it is. Like, that's just not. Or, I don't know, what's another example of just, like, something like an influencer has, or a lifestyle they have, or, like, their house is all perfect and, like, every room is complete. Like, you know, I get a lot of those TikToks of, like, I get, like, fashion ones and then a lot of, like, home decor ones, and it's like every room is perfect. Like, their bathroom, their office, this, that, like, every corner and nook and cranny is beautiful. Like, Pinterest, like, so amazing, and I'm like, I want that. But it's just not realistic.
Yeah, it's also with, like, the people buying out of their price range. Yeah, they should be buying. It's okay. I feel like it ties into the influencers running errands, because that's, like, that's a big thing I see on my TikTok.
The Stanley Cup going in the Target cart
and then putting on their lip gloss. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go run some errands.
Buying Starbucks in the Target. Yeah, putting it in purse in the little thing.
It's just like, they run errands every single day. And they buy something every single day.
I don't understand.
And it is not realistic for my lifestyle and for my bank account. Like,
even, like, little treat. Like, a little treat.
Yeah. Like, just seeing, like, them just buy everything from Target. I'm like, you do not need that. Actually. And that's ugly.
I think I saw a TikTok, of someone, like, duetting it and was like, nope, why'd you get that?
That's
like,
ugly.
Like, literally doing it. Yeah.
It's like, you have 10 of those already.
Yeah, no point. I think, like, something that, okay, well, influencing brings us to de-influencing, which is, like, the newest trend, which I think de-influencing, somewhat people are good with it and they're like, just don't buy that. But I think then there's also the other aspect of, like, buy this instead. Even if it's cheaper, like, it doesn't matter.
It's funny. It's like, you're trying to de-influence, but by doing so, you're also influencing.
Well, de-influencing is, like, not even real. Like, no matter what you're influencing. But, like,
But it's like, you are
just,
like,
in a different way. Yeah, like, I'm influencing someone to maybe it's a more helpful way. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think, like, the de-influencing trend is overall positive, like, of being like, you don't need this. I think right now this kind of goes with my resolution that I said of, like, not buying trends or trying not to just follow a trend because it's cute or looks good on someone else, and, like, more so, like, buying things that fit my personal style. And I think that, like, works in all aspects of, like, buying things, consumerism, any aspect of your life. I think it's like water what you want to grow. Like, what do I want to focus on right now? Does this trend or this thing I see on TikTok like play into that or like contribute to that?
Mm-hmm.
Like with the house example, like someone's bathroom might look so amazing and perfect, but like I live with roommates and I share a bathroom. So like I don't need to water that part of my life right now. Like I don't need this extensive organizational unit to keep all of my like bathroom products. All I need is my like 5-year-old IKEA bin and I throw everything in it and it's fine.
It's also like buying stuff is so accessible now. And it's like it's so easy to get people to buy it so fast that they don't even think about it. Like all you have to do is click a link, put it in your cart, buy it. Like
that's why I like refuse TikTok shop.
Yeah,
like,
it's so easy. Like even like people's Amazon, whatever it's called, Amazon storefront.
Yeah,
storefront. Like that's a huge thing. Okay, hopefully the camera isn't super off, but I had to restart it, so sorry.
You were talking about how easy it is to buy things.
Yeah. Anyways,
and then Amazon
storefronts, like they're so nice because people organize them into little categories, and you can find your Amazon item really fast. And Amazon, you can hit buy now and not even have to put it in your cart.
Yeah,
like it's just, and that's where it gets me, where it's like I'm not even I don't even think, and I just do it. And I think a lot of people do that, and so I'm like, if I took a second and I just stepped back and was like, how would I feel if I had this item in my life? No different. Like no different.
Yeah, right. That I do need to think about that more. Yeah, I think lately I've been pretty good with my purchases, but I mean, I do love an Amazon list. Like I think I'm constantly like adding to my list and it just sits there. And then I'm like, I look back on it, I'm like, do I still need this? And usually I don't. Like usually it just sits there and I never end up buying it and it's fine. And I think that's like a good way to do it. Like if you have the urge to buy something, like write it down, put it in a list and like revisit it. If you're still thinking about it, then like okay, now like let's truly consider it. But like let's stop doing it at like the instant you see something like I need that. Like
like I honestly do like sometimes regret my purchases. I'm like I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Especially because okay guys, I work at Bath and Body Works and I overconsume that. Like I have so much stuff from Bath and Body Works, and like some of the stuff like I do get for free, some of the stuff I get for like really cheap, like fill a bag for $5, whatever. But like I do buy stuff still, and it's like I actually probably don't need all of it. Well, I don't need all of it, and I end up giving it away for gifts, to you, to mom, to like whoever. But I have too much of that too.
Right.
But at least I can recognize it.
Yeah, I've definitely like regretted purchases, and honestly, it's like thrifting stuff. It's so easy for me to. I think it's just so easy for me to be like, oh, it's whatever. Like
and
I'll just get
like,
it.
Well,
and then I'm like, I never wear. I've literally never worn that. It's
that's another thing where it's like a short time decision. Like it's like okay, well I'm not gonna
always
leave and find this again,
right?
So I might as well get it now.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, like if I have to return it, I'm probably gonna shop at Goodwill again. But then I forget to return it because it's a week returns. Like you have to return it within a week, and I'm like.
And you're like, I don't even want to go to Goodwill.
I'm like, whatever, I'll just lose the $10.
Yeah, exactly.
And like that's what ends up happening. So
and it's like, well, if I do that 10 times though, it's like $100 I could have had.
Yeah, that's why I try to also go into my thrifting with like a list of like these
what
are
I'm looking
things
for.
I want to get.
Yeah, me too.
And then unless something like amazing comes up that I can't pass, like try to stick with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a hard life out here. It's a hard knock life.
Yeah, it's just so everywhere I look. It's just like you need to buy this, you need to buy that.
I don't know how like do influencers feel like at this point like tired of that? I feel like
I don't think
like it's crazy. I do feel like the influencers I follow or like this content creators or whatever really aren't like super focused on like things you need to get. Do you know what, like they're more
not the people that I follow.
Yeah, the people that I follow, like
I mean,
that
I'm
I can
sure
think
some,
of,
though.
like I definitely follow them like because I like their personality or whatever, and not because of like they're pretty and they like buy all these clothes and like da da da. Like
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
I don't feel like anyone. I mean, I don't think influencers get tired of influencing because they get paid for it. And it's like they have a link in their bio, and if you buy something with that link, they do get commission for it.
Also,
and
if you go into someone's storefront and then
they
you keep
get
shopping, even if you don't buy their storefront, it's like if you went through their storefront first, it like gives them a commission or
yeah,
something. It's like
that's
actually
crazy.
weird. Like I
Yeah.
don't know how it works. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's a glitch. Like I
And
don't
I'm
know.
like, shoot, do I need to make one? No.
No one would shop it.
No.
But I get it. Like it is a form of income. I don't really feel like I blame the influencer.
No, and
it's more just like the
Yes.
whole like commodifying everything.
I agree. It's like, okay, that's your job, and you get paid by these brands to promote their products. And so you do. It's just everywhere now because
it's so hard.
Everyone's an influencer. Like you can get popular on TikTok like very easily, like just become an influencer. But there's so many of them now. Like before, when YouTube was really the main like thing, there was just like a few, not a few, but like less big YouTubers.
Yeah.
So now it's just
I miss
like
those
so
days.
much. I know.
I really miss those days.
I know.
Yeah, so I think it's like combating it is really like has to be an individual effort. I don't think there's going to be any big changes. I think like the de-influencing trend has been good, being like don't get the Stanley Cup or don't get another Stanley Cup, or like don't buy the bag, you don't need the bag, like it's okay.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen that many de-influencing
trends.
Videos.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like I see more of them.
I have heard of them, and I've probably seen like a couple videos, but I don't see a lot of them. And honestly, like I don't care really. Like I don't think it has
like it does anything.
Like I think it's just like, okay, especially like makeup. It's like don't buy this, use this instead. But it's like, well, not everyone's skin's the same. Like skincare too. It's like I don't know. Like I don't really care about
That's one of the things I also have written down. Is like excessive skincare is a huge one right now.
Well, I could tell you I could tell you something else that I think about that.
What?
The Sephora 10-year-olds are insane.
I don't know about this at all.
Yeah, so Sephora 10-year-olds are these little girls that go into Sephora, which is insane. We never shopped at Sephora when we were young. No.
Like I said, like I'm not a makeup girl now, and I was never like I think I didn't do a full face of makeup until college.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I don't even know. That's crazy. And Sephora's expensive. Anyways, these 10-year-olds 10 to 13-year-olds will go into Sephora, and they love Drunk Elephant. Like they love Drunk Elephant. And Drunk Elephant, I feel like, is mainly skincare. So they have like moisturizers and glow serum or whatever, and whatever it is. But like they will go into Sephora and like mess up all the testers and like be crazy and like spend all this money. They'll buy like retinol cream.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Which is like, and then I will see videos of Sephora employees that will be like, we literally tell the girls and the girls' moms, like, this is not recommended for people with young skin. Like, it will mess up your skin. Like, we don't even recommend it for people under 25, like a 21-year-old. Because retinol is for people that have, like, old, wrinkly skin.
Yeah,
like,
oh my gosh.
To revive their skin. Like, your skin is perfect, and you're a baby.
I did see a TikTok of a girl being like, how I'm slowing down the aging process at age 14. 14.
And I do think it's sad because they'll be like, well, I saw it on TikTok, and I just feel bad for them because TikTok is a thing when they're so young.
It's literally
and
a
it's
disease.
totally affecting them in a terrible way.
Yeah.
That I do feel bad because, like, what do you do?
No, like, imagine, like, how much it affects us as, like, adults. Okay, listen.
Who have almost fully formed brains.
Almost. See, we're not even there yet.
Exactly.
We're not there yet. The frontal lobe is not completely developed.
She's not.
But next year, when I wake up,
I'm not conscious yet.
On my 25th birthday, I'm gonna be like, something changed. Like, yeah. I am developed. Literally. But, like, imagine how much it affects us. We are adults. We've been through things. Versus literally, like, a 13, 14, 15-year-old or younger. Like, it's just that, or is you're, like, so, like, you are the most easily influenced.
Yeah. So I get how they are like that, and I feel bad for them, but it is insane. Like, I work at a retail store that is, like, marketed towards kids. Like, pretty, like, I mean, it's for everyone, but we do have, like, things for young girls. But it's like, even them coming into my store annoys me. But I can't imagine the Sephora workers who it's like, this is adult. Like, I don't even think kids should be wearing makeup. Like, not that I don't care. Like, I don't care, but it's like, actually, you don't.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't get into that because I feel like makeup is a form of expression and I think they can do whatever. But maybe go drugstore. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Sephora, Drunk Elephant.
Yeah, like, or the cheap ones that, like, you know, like your parents give you for Christmas. Like, the big, like, oh, like, stupid, like, makeup. That's, like, that's, like, the kind of makeup, like, we would get. I don't even think maybe you did. I don't remember if you had more makeup things at all.
I don't even have that much makeup stuff.
Yeah, you're more knowledgeable than I am.
Yeah, just because that's, like, the kind of stuff I watch.
That's the hard thing, too, with TikTok, is I'm starting to feel like I'm not, like, in the know anymore. And then I'm like, why do I care about being, like, knowing all these products?
I know, Abby. Like, I dream of deleting TikTok. Like, I dream of it.
I'm like, because
my life would be so much better.
At Sephora when we were in California and we went to Sephora, and, like, you and Gabby were, like, talking about things that I, like, didn't know. And I was like, I am, like, really uncool and, like, really dorky because I don't know this stuff.
I think,
like,
that
I literally felt
you
like
have your
cool.
things,
but I was like, why don't I know this? Like, I need to know these things. Like, I literally felt like out of this loop because I was like, I don't know what these are. And then I was like, I need to know what these are. Like, I literally felt that way. So, like, I cannot imagine, like, being younger. But and it's just the whole thing, like, with being, like, women. Like, it's women. I think I saw a video recently while I was doing research. It was like 87. Okay, don't quote me on the numbers because I don't have it written down. But it was something around, like, 80%, we'll say, of women make all purchases. And, like, it's like men make 20% of the overall purchases
in the world. Okay.
So I'm saying, like, people, like, you can't talk about it without talking about how it affects women.
Yeah.
And, like, how, like,
and,
the
like,
marketing is towards women. Like, how many influencers, like, I'm seeing maybe, like, the smallest amount of like, male influencers that are selling you things like that. Like, it's all, like, we've been talking about makeup for the past 10 minutes.
Exactly. Like, women feel like they need to always have something new, always have something.
Look better, look younger.
Yes,
look older at the same time.
Exactly.
It's like, you have to look older and mature, but you also have to look young, like a baby.
Yeah. It is insane. And it is, like, I don't remember.
And you have to have you have to have the perfect blowout. But you also have to look natural.
Like, I actually saw a video on my break today at work.
I'm about to say the Barbie monologue.
No, that almost. No, I was about to say, like, you know that Taylor Swift speech where she's like, so many more female artists are have to reinvent themselves. Like, they do it 20 times more than the male artist. Like, they have to be bigger and better. You have to keep changing their eras, changing their sound. Like, she talks about that, whatever, they have to keep reinventing themselves. And I think that also has to do with, like, materialistic things. Like, we feel like we need to always change up our style or makeup and hair, cutting your hair, doing a different hairstyle. Like, you know.
I just feel like seeing the, like, how much information we're taking in on a daily basis is insane. Obviously how many things are being marketed and sold to you, but just like seeing these influencers specifically that like I would never meet in real life, I would never encounter in real life, like, ever. And I'm like, that 24-year-old looks so much different than I do. Like, she's 24,
God, I think
but
about
she's
that all
this,
the
that,
time,
and that.
Abby.
And I'm like, I'm not, like, even
I
close
think about
to that
all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
think about how blissfully unaware we would be of that person's existence.
Abby, I'm about to go delete TikTok, I swear. Like, after this, I think I'm going to delete TikTok. Should I?
Thing is then
but I'm an iPad baby, and, like, I need to watch TikTok.
They get you reliant on it. And that's why they put, like, shops in it. That's why they put, like, just, like, social media in general now, it's like, you feel like you have to be a part of it. Like, you're missing something if you're not a part of it.
And especially with TikTok, it's like, a lot of my jokes come from TikTok.
Yeah, humor.
And I do say, like, I do get information from TikTok, but it's not as
much. Like, it's not, like, the ratio.
Yeah, the ratio is not enough for it to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Like,
the net, it's like a net.
It's
negative.
like, okay, well, I also, like, I'm going to delete TikTok, Abby. I swear, and I'm going to stop consuming.
I did. Last year, I deleted TikTok for, like, 6 months.
That's really good. And you deleted Instagram, huh?
No, I deleted Instagram for, like, a month.
Oh, okay.
And then I came back to Instagram. Instagram is also, like, more, like, people. It's not all people I know, but it's more people I know and less. Like, TikTok is no one I know, except for, like, a couple.
Exactly. Like, a lot of my friends don't post on TikTok, but I do, like, my friends post on their Instagram story or, like, Instas, and that's what I love, because I love seeing their pictures, and it's like,
and Reels is nothing like the crack cocaine that TikTok is. No. Like, Reels is, like, not...
Reels is not funny, and...
No, it is fun. It is funny, though.
It's funny in a different way. Yeah, it's funny in a different way.
Yeah.
Where I want to, just send it to someone to make them uncomfortable.
But I can't, like, get on Reels for, like, hours at a time. Yeah. Like, I can't just sit on it. It's,
like... Yeah. I, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, most of my videos are, like, about, like, influencing and, like, buying stuff. And, like, I'll see one video and be like, I need it.
It's so tough. It is so hard. And, like, everything's sponsored, everything's an ad. I just, like, can't.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
And it's, like, even when you don't think it's
an ad, it just really does affect your psyche. And you're like, I don't have the things that this person has, and if I get those things, I can be cool like them, or, like, I can be like them. I can look older. I can be more mature. I think that's, like, one of the things for me is I feel like it's, like, about, like, I'm in the transitional phase, and, like, that's just a whole 20s thing where you're like, I still feel like a child, but I'm not, and we need to grow up now. And so then I see people that are, like, 24 and they have their lives together. Or they're, like, married and they have kids or whatever, and I'm like,
it is, and it's,
I don't know about that. Or they're like, this is how I have a 6-figure net worth, and I'm only 28, and I'm like, this is stressing me out more than it's helping me, actually.
Exactly. It's like, well, it's hard to not compare yourself and be like, well, that's not my life, that's not my
journey.
Yes. Thank you. So you're finished allowing my sentences because I can't find the words, but, like, it's, all I do is compare myself to people on TikTok. Like, like, all I do. Like, Instagram less, because, it's whatever. Maybe they have an aesthetic profile, but whatever. But, like, TikTok, it's, you feel like you're behind and you need better things, or
you don't know enough. I'm like, like,
exactly.
For me, mine was the makeup thing / skin products. I'm like,
it is crazy because if someone references something on TikTok and I see people in the comments, like, they're all, like, in on this joke, I'm like, I need to know what it is.
Yeah.
I need to be in on this, so I will look up until I figure out and I'm in on the inside joke.
Yeah, that's why the little, like, search bar is helpful.
Yes, and I'll be going on that blue search.
I'm on the search bar too. I'm like, what are they talking about here? Yeah, all the time. I don't know if I'm going to delete it right this second.
I think I will.
But you can for sure.
I'm having a crisis.
No, that's good. Like, it's better to delete it. Like, I think it's overall.
Maybe I'll delete it tonight, like, after my TikTok time in bed.
Yeah. After your one final last.
After my 2 hours in bed.
There's
my nighttime.
Sometimes, though, like, there's nothing better than just getting in bed and being done with the day. Just
going on TikTok.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I know we kind of, like, swerved.
But I have to keep on up with Veronica is not cool.
But I want to talk about this, too.
Or is cool?
Okay. Yeah, she's funny.
Have you been seeing The Lore with Kyle?
I don't know. I've seen a couple videos.
I've only seen, like, anyways.
Anyway, that is the thing, though. Why? Why do I now need to be in bed, and it's the most euphoric thing to just, like, scroll on TikTok, and then I get into deep dives, and I find someone, and then I look at every single video on their page, and I'm like, who is this?
And then it's midnight.
This random person. Like, or what's their story, like, or sometimes it's slime videos. Like, literally sometimes it's slime videos. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't stop watching these slime videos. The scoops. Like, the scoops. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
Rating my scoops.
No.
My slime
literally,
scoops.
I love those videos. Yeah. And when they come up, I'm like literally all over.
I've seen those.
But I think it's like, one, this is like another reason why we're becoming so reliant on TikTok and why the marketing is so effective, because we like rely on, like, we're constantly seeing this, and it's the lack of third spaces. Have you been seeing anything about this? Does that like ring a bell? Okay, let me tell you. So a third space is like a place that is something between work and home. It's not work and it's not home. Mm-hmm. It's a third place. And before the internet, it's like the library, a bar, restaurant, a coffee shop, a bookshop, playground. Yeah, like a third space you go that aren't those two things to enjoy. Mm-hmm. And now the third space, like, we are experiencing such a lack of physical third spaces because
it's your phone.
It's our phone.
Yeah.
Like, our way of socializing is like getting on our phones and like interacting. I don't know how much you interact with people through your phone or through social media, but like that is
even if you're not like inherently like interacting with a friend or someone you know, it still feels like you're interacting with people because you're watching these videos and you know them so well from seeing them online.
Like, I love this person.
The parasocial relationships like are insane.
Yeah, so it's like instead of going to third spaces where we would generally before internet be socializing, like, this is the new socializing.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe I would be a little bit more fulfilled in my life if I had like an actual third space. So I'm gonna start presenting third places or spaces, I think, I don't know, either one, to my friends and being like, okay, where are we going? Like, where's the hangout spot? Because I just like it just, I don't know, I can't with the phone anymore. And then I get in like, so like this isn't obvious to the people. It was obvious to you though. That's why I said obviously.
Okay, yeah.
I have anxiety. Don't we all? Yeah. Like, I'm not special, but no. I'm like, but I get in these like,
not no, you're not special. No, like, no, like,
yeah, no, I know what you meant by that. But I think sometimes I get in like freeze mode, which is like, I am like, I want to be doing something else, but I'm stuck on my phone. Like, I'm stuck scrolling.
I get that. Like,
and I want to be going and doing something else, and I want to be reading, and I want to be doing whatever, anything else.
I can't like ever describe that feeling that I feel when that happens. And a lot of the times it happens when I have a day off and I don't have any plans and I'm rotting in my bed and I'm like, there are things I want to do, but I don't have the energy.
Yeah.
And
you feel like
can't get out of my bed. I can't get out of my bed. Like, like I don't even want to go like make food. Like, and I scroll and then my screen time on TikTok is like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I get so frustrated because I'm like, I wish I was being productive and I think it's okay to have a rest day. Like, I think that's totally fine, but it shouldn't.
But it's like when your brain wants you to be doing something. You want to do something else. You just feel like you can't.
Yes, and I thought I was the only one that felt that way.
No, I
don't know how to describe that to people.
I think I don't know. I saw a term that was freeze mode that like that was one of the things.
Yeah.
That was one of like the symptoms. I don't think symptoms would be the right word, but that was one of like the characteristics of it is just like Because for some people it can be like not drinking water but you're thirsty, but feeling like you're not going to get up and go get water, like that sort of thing. And then another one of the characteristics is just like stuck scrolling on your phone when you want to do something else.
And like I will close out of the app and like sit there, and then I immediately go back on because I'm like, I actually can't get away from it, and it like, I think something about it makes me like sick. Like it makes me sick to my stomach.
Mine is anxiety based. Yours probably is too. I don't know what it could stem from,
like,
but
no, like I think I have a little bit of anxiety, like probably not like something that would be diagnosed or whatever, but like I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I get that same way. And so that's why, like, I wonder, like, without social media, what I would be doing instead, or, like, what would happen instead. Like, I need a third place. I need a third place that I can also go by myself,
like,
too.
Reading is, like, something you can do relaxing, but that's also stimulating your brain. So it's good that we do that. We do that, like, more than a normal person.
Yeah.
But also, like, like, people crochet. It's just, like, doing hobbies that's not scrolling.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be nice to just eliminate that?
Yeah, like, my phone, yeah. Like, should I get a flip phone or what?
I did see that once where people were, like, getting flip phones for, like, nights, like, when they're going out.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a problem being on my phone while I'm out. If I'm out, I'm not on my phone.
Me neither. Unless it's, like, an awkward situation. I have to check my emails.
Or the weather app. I'm with like friends, like doing something. I'm like never on my phone really, so I don't have that issue.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just like
I don't think either, because like being with your friends, it's like, well, I'm gonna hang out with them unless they suck. None of my friends suck though, but I get why other people do it. If their friends suck,
you never know what other people are going.
Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, okay?
But yeah, so I think a third space could help that. And all of that can in turn help your buying habits. The way we just started talking about social media. But it's
it is relevant.
Also, I don't care. This is our
and that's actually, I don't care. I can go off if I want.
No, I really can.
Like, who cares? They don't even know. They don't even know what we had planned. They don't even know. They can't see my notes.
They don't know.
They don't know where we were planning to go with this.
Well, we kind of did introduce it.
We actually did terrible points.
But yeah. All that is to say, Lauren's deleting TikTok after
I'm deleting TikTok
session.
After
one last session.
I do feel like I would be happier.
One last scrolling session.
It is hard to like get off of a social media platform because it's like, okay, well, not everyone's gonna get off of it at the same time as you, and not everyone's gonna think the same. Like, let's all get off the internet.
You're thinking, and then you're having FOMO.
Yes, you feel like, you're missing out. Like, now you don't know jokes, which is my biggest thing. Like, I hate when I don't know a joke from TikTok, and it's like, well, okay, like, get over it, to myself.
Yeah. But do you ever feel like I hate knowing jokes, or do you hate more when you have to explain a joke that someone doesn't know?
My God,
which do you hate more? When you just let me know.
Not knowing.
Oh, okay. Well, because I was gonna say, like,
because when other people don't know, I'm like, sorry.
Yeah. But then they're like, they don't care. I mean, I feel like I don't, like, if I don't know, I'm just like, oh, I don't know that. All right, moving on. Like, I just like whatever. It's a blip in time. But
I just want to be better than anyone and like know more than
know everything.
Else. So like, that's my issue.
Yeah, I get that. I guess I do feel that way sometimes. Like I described earlier, like feeling like I didn't have the same makeup knowledge and I like didn't know things. Like, I do like to know things, and I like to know what everyone else is talking about and be able to follow a conversation about
like
pop culture.
That's like, exactly what I mean, like, by like, not everyone's gonna want to get a flip phone or whatever, and it's like, well, then I wouldn't know what's going on.
But I think you could still know without having TikTok. I think I'm
gonna still watch YouTube. Like, I'm not deleting YouTube.
Yeah, I think like, even like Twitter, like, is something
and
that
Twitter
you could get is
I'm
a
actually
Twitter.
Twitter, I'm actually pretty good at regulating myself because sometimes I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, I really do love Twitter. But I do think it's a catch-all. Like, people are reposting TikToks on there.
Yeah, they repost screenshots of TikToks.
Screenshots, like, so you can still, like, I feel like you can still know what's funny.
And Instagram. Like, I'll just get it 3 weeks later on Instagram, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think I do prefer Twitter. I think that's, like, probably, like, my favorite. I don't, like, post on it. I'm strictly a user.
Yeah.
Or a consumer. A consumer on Twitter. Yep. But they do sell to you there, but I'm always a scroll past. Like, like a viral tweet, and then underneath it'll be like, buy the sunset lamp.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, that seems a little sketchy. I'm not going to click on that link.
It's all drop shippers.
It does help because I do think every link is going to be bad on Twitter, so
yeah,
I don't click on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Twitter. I feel like that's, like, a good, if you're, like, worried about
Twitter,
missing out.
I'm not, like, I need to keep scrolling on Twitter, but, like, TikTok, I'm like, what's next? Like, I even put a time limit on TikTok for 1 hour, and I can't follow that.
Yeah, you just keep overriding it.
I'm like 15 more minutes. Okay.
Oh, man. When I used to have settings,
I'll just go to the end of the day.
I used to have settings, and I would always do end of day. Never 15 more minutes.
I will do a lot of 15 more minutes.
Like, this stupid thing.
But I hit it like 6 times, so it's like, it doesn't really matter.
See, that's why I'm saying, like, it inconvenienced me too much. I'd just be like, end of day. Yeah. Don't ask me again.
Right.
Don't ask me again.
Well, I hate on TikTok when my time limit goes up, and then you're
in the middle of a video.
Yes, and then like you hit 15 more minutes or 1 more minute. Sometimes I do that because I'm like, there's only a little bit left of this video.
Lauren, I'm bad sometimes because.
Wait, let me just finish my thought. Then they, like, the sound cuts out and it won't, like, come back in for like another 30 seconds, and you have to, like, keep going.
You have to, like, go back. Like,
that is the worst part, and I'm like, I should have no limit.
I do.
The limit does not exist.
I do not have time limits anymore. But yeah, my problem with TikTok is I'll do this thing where I'm, like, sitting in that chair there, like, ready to read a book, but then I'm on TikTok first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch TikToks until 2:30. And then I notice, it's 2:33. I'm gonna watch TikToks until 2:45. And
it's literally going back to, like, trying to do my homework. It's like trying to do your homework. Like, I will watch it after, or I'll do my homework after this episode.
Oh, I was a watch and work person.
I always, like, not always, but a lot of the time I would wake up early in the morning and then do my homework before school.
Never.
Because I would, yes, because I would be, like, more productive in the morning.
No, see, I was an early bird. I woke up 20 minutes before we had to leave.
No.
So remember we left at, like, 7:05. Oh, did we leave at 7:05?
I feel like it was 7:05.
Okay. We left.
Get it right.
Yeah, no, I was thinking in my head we arrived at 7:05, but it was probably the opposite. Like, we left at 7:05 and got there at 7:10.
It's only a 5-minute difference. It doesn't really matter.
Anyway, so we left at 7:05. I would wake up at 6:40. If that tells you anything about my makeup routine, I would literally put on.
What time did I wake up? Probably like 6. I'd probably wake up at 6.
6:40. I already had my outfit laid out, so I knew what I would wear.
Okay, so
I did that the night before.
Let me ask you this: if you say you were going to, like, breakfast with a friend at, like, 8 in the morning, okay, just hypothetically,
like right now.
Yeah, like tomorrow.
Okay, like today.
What time would you wake up?
Going to breakfast at 8.
You had to be there at 8.
First question,
and it was 10 minutes away.
Okay, 10 minutes away, so I have to leave at myself will leave at 7:45.
Okay.
Because I like a buffer, and I'm punctual. I am always punctual. So I'll leave at 7:45, and probably wake up at 7.
Okay, so it's
45 minutes. I give myself, like, minimum 45 minutes to get ready usually. 30 minutes sometimes, depending. But breakfast, I know I'm going to want to look cute.
Exactly.
Put makeup on.
Yeah.
So 45 minutes, but, like, if I'm going to the dentist, 30 minutes is fine.
Yeah, the makeup is really the big difference.
And I don't put on makeup for that. Yeah.
It's because, like, that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do my makeup fast, like 10 minutes. Or less.
I can too.
But I really love getting ready, and I love to take my time doing my makeup. Like, that's my zen time. Like, doing my makeup. But no, I always have to do, like, I think I do, like, an hour and a half before, because I like to have 30 minutes.
Hour and a half. Wow.
Yeah, I like to have. Okay, so, like, I had to be at work at 8 a.m. today, and I did my makeup, and I, got dressed, whatever. Did all that, and I set my alarm for 6, and then 6:30. And because just in case I'm tired, I'm like, oh, I know I have 30 more minutes to sleep.
I always do 30-minute increments.
Or it's the perfect if I wake up, I get 30 minutes on my phone.
Yeah,
which is a bad thing.
I never wake
up. And then I get up at like 6:30, and then I like wash my face and brush my teeth, and then I lay in my bed until like 7. And then I start getting ready. But
yeah, I do the 30-minute alarm every time. 2 alarms, 30 minutes apart, because when you wake up on that first alarm, 30 minutes is the perfect amount of time.
Yes, I'm like, yes.
You're like, it's the perfect amount of time where you're like, yes, like, I feel so much joy right now. Like, the joy I feel when I wake up, when my alarm goes off at 7, and I'm like, ooh, 30 more minutes. Like, it's the perfect amount of, like, more sleep.
Yeah, nothing was better than when I woke up and I thought it was the morning. It was 2:40 a.m. I was like, yes!
Every time you wake up in the middle of the night. I feel like that's how I felt more with, like, school. I honestly think I sleep better now than I used to. Because now I feel like I don't wake up throughout the night. I usually am, like,
I had a moment.
Like, I'm, like, asleep.
This is going off topic. This is going off topic, but, like,
We've been
have not been sleeping good. I have not been sleeping good the past couple days, and I think it's probably because I already started my period. But sometimes I do wake up in the middle of the night, and then I'm like, actually, the middle of the night, like, I don't really, like, scroll a ton. Like, I do feel like I want to read in the middle of the night, and I do that.
If I'm, like, up in the middle of the night, really try not to go on my phone, because I think it's just going to keep me up more.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put on, like, ASMR, and that'll help me go back to sleep, usually. And then sometimes if it doesn't help me, or, like, I will sometimes put on ASMR, and then I don't think I'm sleeping, and I'll still hear it, and then I'll be like, shut that off. And I'm, like, annoyed at it.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm like, it's so loud. Like,
like, why are you still going? Anyway. Yeah, that 30 minutes is just, like, the perfect amount of time. I don't usually, like, ever wake. I do sometimes get up before it, but, yeah. Like, 20 minutes isn't enough time. You're like, oh, I have to be up so soon.
No, 20. I would be mad if it was 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Like, I almost think 20 minutes is worse than 15 minutes.
I think I used to have, like, so many alarms, like, in high school. I feel like I would have so many for that reason.
I would always
feeling
set
good.
one alarm in high school. One.
I honestly can't remember too much, but yeah, I just can't believe I would get ready. Like, I guess I now, like I just said, like, with the dentist, I gave myself 30 minutes.
Like, Abby, if I woke up at, like, 6:50 going to high school, like, I'd freak out.
I do remember waking up late sometimes.
And then I would be like, I can't believe
I would get ready so fast. Yeah. Oh, I get ready so fast.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, I just pick out my outfit before. I did minimal makeup. I would do maybe foundation. That's it.
Okay, that's a crazy, like, one makeup product to choose.
Or concealer. I can't remember.
I'm choosing any,
I didn't even
put on concealer and mascara.
I didn't even put on mascara. I think I would curl my eyelashes. Yeah. I would just, like, do foundation because I have, like, naturally, like, red face. So it'd even out my skin tone.
That's true.
So I'd do foundation and curl my eyelashes.
Well,
imagine me going out looking like that right now.
I had to do concealer because I had acne and I was insecure. Yeah. So I had to do concealer and I had to do mascara. Like, I love mascara.
I can't believe I was just like, it doesn't change my face that much. Like, in my head, I was like,
for me,
it's not
like, I feel like I look really tired and, like, just like mascara, like, really just changes the look for me.
I feel like, in high school, I didn't really wear my glasses like I should have been, like I do now. So, like, I go out, like, a lot, like, well, I feel like I barely need to wear makeup now, unless I want to, like, look nice. But, like, if it's a casual day, I don't usually put on makeup.
If my skin was a little bit better, I
get it. It does depend on that.
And I do like wearing makeup, like,
but I feel like a lot of my face is covered.
I don't even like, yeah. Oh yeah,
like it's like bangs, but also like my glasses. Yeah, like it just kind of like takes.
And then you got those nose rings.
The nose ring. It just like takes your eye away from like my skin and whatever how that's looking.
I like even if I had good skin, like I wouldn't wear makeup sometimes, but I also do love wearing makeup and I love like how it looks and I love getting ready and stuff.
I do feel more confident. That's the sad thing with the little girls is like I get that they just want to be pretty and they like want to be cute and it's like you are.
I know. You don't and it's like you're so young, like you don't want.
And
that.
I even like not even like 10 is super young, but even like the high schoolers, like I'll see TikToks like of high schoolers like get ready for me for school with me for school, and they're like full face, like full hair, and I'm just like, or just like putting so much thought and time into it. Like when we didn't put a lot of thought and time in it, and I feel like even most, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe that just wasn't our thing. But like, I just feel like now it's with the TikTok situations. Like everyone thinks they have to do that. Like you just have to present so well. And before I was like, I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think if TikTok was a thing like it is now when I was in high school, yeah, I probably would have been wearing makeup
so much worse than I am, or than I was in high school. Like so much more insecure.
Yeah, and I would have been using all the products and like yeah, like tried.
I just imagine how it felt to be a middle school and a high schooler and like having these insecurities with like Instagram. Like that's not even as bad, in my opinion, as TikTok. But knowing that they have it now, like they have TikTok influencing them and whatnot, I would be way worse than I was. Like it's it's actually sad. Like, yeah, it is sad. I'm like, I do feel so bad for them. They just can't escape it.
No, it's like a rough element.
Yeah,
and like you don't feel like you can go without it because you're like you're being judged so harshly, like, or you feel like you're being judged so harshly.
Yeah, it's like we're influenced by it like a ton. Imagine the 13-year-olds. It's 10 times worse.
And they're like constantly but with their peers all the time.
10 times worse. So, yeah.
Like now when you're this age, you start to develop your more like personal preferences and style and
you don't care as much. You don't care as much about people's opinions.
Or you're more confident about the things you do like. Yeah. And you like can run with those things.
Exactly. And yeah, once you get older you realize, oh, it's really not that serious. But everyone when they're younger, it is that serious.
Yeah.
And no matter
I get them.
What like, it is. Them. Yes, and that's exactly how I was. It's like it is serious. So
yeah.
It's just way worse for them than it was for us. And, and way worse for us than it was for the generation before and whatnot. But everyone has it bad, but
everyone what?
Everyone has it bad, like in middle school.
I know you said like everyone has. It sounded like you said everyone has a bad butt, and I was like, everyone has a bad butt.
Oh no,
but I know you didn't say that.
Everyone has it bad.
Has it bad? Yeah. I mean, everyone has different, unique experiences.
Yes.
Gosh, what was that? What was I gonna say? Like we had bad things too. It's relative, but. It would just, I can't imagine how different it would be. Mm-hmm. And I'm grateful. Exactly. I'm so grateful.
I know.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah, and but maybe just like don't ruin the testers in Sephora. Like I can still criticize you and feel bad for you.
Yeah. Or maybe judge your parents. I don't know.
It is a lot.
If they're
I think 10. It is, that is talked about too. That is a lot of the parents doing. It's like, you're not stopping this and you're allowing your kids to buy that. Like I wouldn't allow
I don't think I would have my 10-year-old will have a phone.
Yeah, that's great. We got phones when we were 10. That's crazy.
I don't know if they would like, well, that was before like Instagram. Like the only thing when we were 10, when I was 10, because I think Instagram like became popular when I was like 12. Like I remember getting an Instagram when I was 12.
I remember getting an Instagram and I remember
my first post. I don't remember.
It was really bad. It was like one of those perfectly timed photos.
When Instagram
and it was of a yes.
It really was that
so
time.
Those perfectly timed photos were like a really big thing that I loved, and it was like one of like something about a penguin and like its poop. Like why would I post that?
No, yeah,
that was my first Instagram post.
So many posts. Like I posted so much to the fact that I do remember posting a 300th post Instagram post, and it was just a 300.
Happy 300.
It was just a picture of a 300, like the number 300, like 300th post, like 300 posts, girl. Like relax.
That is a lot.
I don't even know what I posted.
That's overconsumption if I've ever seen it. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, anyway, I don't think I think really when we got phones, the only thing that was being used was like Facebook.
YouTube too.
YouTube and Facebook. That was really it. So like I don't know, like I don't think like our parents were concerned about social media like you would now giving your child a phone. Like I think my first worry would be social media and how that's gonna
and it's
play
also
into it.
It is also like, how do you even like regulate that if they have a phone? Like I'm sure there's ways, but like how do you do that without being a bad parent or strict?
Too strict.
And when everyone else has it, especially in like certain areas like where we live, it's like people, you know.
No.
Oh.
I don't get it.
I don't know, like Scottsdale is just like so.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know what I'll do, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. With kids in my
maybe TikTok will burn after I delete it.
Remember when it was gonna be like banned or something? Like it could have been banned.
Yeah. Just like how the world was gonna end in 2012 and it didn't. Whatever.
But yeah, anyway, I kind of want to ask one more thing. I feel like I don't know what time we're at, but because I forgot to continue the timer after we paused it. Anyway, this kind of was my question I was going to ask you about like the consumption thing, because lately I've been getting videos on YouTube of no buy years. Have you heard anything about this? Okay, would you ever do, and I can explain it, would you ever do like a no buy month, or I guess week is kind of short, so maybe doable, but like a no buy week, month, year, it's like where you're like literally only have a list of certain things you are allowed to buy. Like, there's like...
No.
You would never do it.
No.
I know, right? It's so hard.
I wouldn't do it because what if someone announced a tour and I had to get the tickets? Like, I just couldn't, like, not get them. That's the thing I think about the most. It's like, I hate when that happens, when I have to buy a concert ticket and I'm not ready for it and I have to pull out of my savings. Like, it's actually rude. But no, because I can't.
Yeah.
And maybe that makes me a bad person. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have thought about it more just because I've been seeing videos about it. But sometimes people go so crazy. I'm like, I can't imagine.
Like, I wish, but it's just not realistic.
I don't
want to disappoint myself.
I just try on a day-to-day basis to tell myself, like, have thoughts. Like, just have thoughts about it. Like, don't just
need to be more...
Have thoughts before you do.
I need to really, think, be more intuitive.
No, not even intuitive. Just thinking through things. Like, okay, what... It doesn't have to come you just have to maybe just...
What does intuitive mean?
Like, intuitive is like, you just have that...
oh, no, I meant intentional.
Intentional.
That's what I meant.
That's what, I'm like, wait, no, it's not intuitive. Like, it's like you need to think through your purchase.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, intentional is the right word.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I have to be more intentional.
Yeah. I think there's just like certain questions you should ask yourself before a purchase. Even a concert ticket. How many times have I seen them?
Not enough.
Did they have a new album come out?
Yes.
Did they?
Who?
That 1975.
Not enough.
So
you're just jealous.
I could have gone for free and I didn't go. So am I jealous?
Yeah, because, well, you are.
Gotcha there.
You are jealous because they played Love Me.
Okay. It could have been a different song that I would have been more jealous of.
Be My Mistake.
Dang.
Told ya.
And they
didn't play that well one time we went.
That's a good one. Oh, Lauren, that brings me back. That song. Oh my god.
You do make me hard, but she makes me weak.
Oh, that line.
The line when he says something about the jeans and the feet. What is that one?
Oh, it's like, I don't know if they're together, but I know it's like, oh, you like my jeans, she bought them or something, or...
No, there's something about... Oh, it's like something, I love your hair, but I loved her, like, feet.
No, it's like the smell of...
Smell of your hair
reminds me of her feet.
Which is insane. Because it's like, those are her feet, and they're amazing. I love her.
He has a foot fetish.
No, it's not about that. It's just the grossest thing. Was just a joke. The grossest thing
about
a person could be.
Oh my gosh! When I was in my situationship at the ripe age of 19, which because we all have that, maybe not. That's a common experience that I've heard. Hi, Twitches. But like, I was like, would be like, he's listening to this song thinking me. He's never listened to this song. I'm not the main character.
You're like, I posted on my story.
So he's hearing this and he's thinking about me, whatever he's doing in Canada.
Like, whatever. Were you trying to like manifest that, like, or you just genuinely thought like he was thinking?
I think it was after the relationship.
Or like you were
because I think he like did like have affairs. What's the right word?
Like he cheated?
Yeah. Like I think he did like have other things happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if like cheating can be like the right word for that, but like he was
for like in a situationship.
Yeah, because it was like a situationship, but like I was super like exclusive and he was like apparently not, but like not outwardly so, like very not. And then it was revealed to me at the end that he did that, and so then afterwards I would like listen to that song and be like, but I would still like romanticize myself, like he was thinking about me though. No, he wasn't. He just wasn't.
No, and
so
it's fine.
And it's fine because that was 5 years ago.
Oh my god, we're different. You're literally almost conscious. Like that's crazy.
That's so crazy. Like guys, I'll update you how I feel.
Yeah,
I will update you how I feel when my frontal lobe develops.
In 11 months' time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
I think it really turned out how we thought it would.
Yeah. Well, I like these. We want to do more of these like discussion-based episodes, like on certain topics, and we have some planned coming up. Won't spoil though.
Won't spoil.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like I said, oh no. Like I said, it's really just going to be like I said, it's really just going to be the same. Like we're just chatting casually about certain thing. And like I said, like not like I said, I didn't.
Stop saying. She's really saying like,
and I'm really saying that phrase a lot, and someone needs to stop her. It kind of was a jumping off point for this, but I liked this episode.
Me too.
And I like seeing where our conversation goes more than anything. And I think you guys like that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. And
Moon just meowed.
So that's our cue. All right.
She said bye.